Ladies and gentlemen, I'm all in. I just got my Hillary 2020. I don't know if you can see this. I'm still with her shirt. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm all in. But, of course, I'm voting for Trump in 2020. But this shirt is just a fantastic, sentiment or expression of joy. Because when Clinton runs again, the left, the Democratic Party, will completely implode, which will be fantastic, but it's going to be a slow, methodical descent into madness. And we're going to enjoy it. We're going to just have a great time. Biden had 30 people in New Hampshire, 30 people eating pizza. He's the front runner. You have Marianne Williamson, her love goblins and her fairies and garden gnomes. They won the second debate. Who knows who's going to win the third debate? Willie Brown, Steve Bannon, to a lesser extent. Obviously, I'm not like those gentlemen. H.A. Goodman has been, I've been telling you since 2017. But Willie Brown in the San Francisco Chronicle, one of the most influential people within the Democratic Party, has stated that Clinton's running again. Or no, he hasn't stated that, but he alluded to that when stating that nobody in the Democratic field has a chance. Steve Bannon has said the same thing. It's one of the few things that both of them agree on. Kimberly Strassel. No. Greta Van Susteren stated that she could imagine Clinton running. Gentleman from Sky News said the same thing. Look, it's catching steam. She's going to run eventually. It takes a second. The paperwork, there are no rules, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, look, check out my last segment. But people say, well, if she runs, they turn into Harry Carey. How could she run if she's a criminal? Again, it doesn't matter. She was a criminal in 2016. She transferred top-secret intelligence outside of the United States government onto servers, one of which was located in her basement. And now we find out that Paul Combetta, Reddit's stone tier, between Paul Combetta and Brian Pagliano, you have very likely two of the most unhappy people on the planet. I mean, you gotta be, you gotta be pretty unhappy if you can find, first of all, there's no intent needed to charge Clinton, but the intent is there with these two gentlemen. Clinton IT aide who defied subpoena says he created a cryptic Gmail account and sent it nearly all of Hillary's emails. So the interesting thing is, ladies and gentlemen, that Brian Pagliano was paid thousands of dollars to go ahead and set up Clinton's email server. His emails were missing. He knows exactly why she set up the server. Okay, the intent, they know. You don't need intent for the Espionage Act for U.S. Code 793F. But let's just, if they really want ironclad proof that she intentionally transferred top-secret and special access program intelligence outside of the United States government, which is highly, not only illegal, but a great threat to national security. Let's just read this. Luke Rosiak, and I've spoken about this, but I haven't done a segment on the fact that this man, including Brian Pagliano, so Combetta, Pagliano, and Cooper, other people are really unhappy because they got the goods. They got the mots. Remember that commercial? Let me know if you remember that commercial. You got the mots. But all but 4 of Hillary Clinton's 30,000 emails were copied, likely secret, to a Gmail address called carterheavyindustries@gmail.com, according to a new Senate report. Why did this take place? Clinton knows why. If she was asked, first of all, it doesn't matter whether she was asked. She'll be asked. Whether she's not asked doesn't matter. She's running again. They have no chance with Biden. Biden couldn't even fill. One of my amazing subscribers in my last segment said that 10 of the people were patrons of the pizza place. So you had a 30-person rally countering Trump, who broke a record in terms of people at that arena or in New Hampshire. But here, all but 4 of Hillary Clinton's 30,000 emails were copied, likely secret to a Gmail address called Carter Heavy Industries at gmail.com, according to a new Senate report. The FBI says that the account was linked to Paul Combetta, an IT aide Clinton hired, who used BleachBit to destroy emails after they were demanded by Congress and misled FBI agents. Combetta said this is from Luke Rosiak in the Daily Caller the other day. Combetta said he sent all of her emails to the Gmail account as part of trying to copy them onto a new server. Combetta was copying Clinton's emails off an old laptop. Like, why would you need a Gmail account? So that way he was supposed to send back in the mail, but there's no evidence he returned it, according to the Department of Justice Inspector General. When an intel agent discovered the copying to a third-party account, he said Peter Strzok seemed uninterested. The intel agency feared the email account could be linked to a foreign power, but the FBI refused to explain it to them. Why would you be uninterested in classified data? Because that's what it was. Clinton had 22 top-secret emails. She had special access program intelligence. She had thousands of retroactively classified emails, but she had what's called born classified emails. Born classified emails means that they were classified the moment she received them, the moment they were sent to her. And how was that able to take place? There's something called the Joint Worldwide Intelligence Communication System within the United States government. It's an intranet, meaning you can't send like photos of cats surfing, or you just can't send ridiculous memes or photos or your personal emails or yoga routines. It's an intranet that the United States government uses, especially the State Department, to share classified and especially top secret data within the Justice Department, the State Department, and other agencies. You're not going to find squirrels surfing. You're not going to find just whatever, the random videos that you find on the internet. How is she able to transfer this information onto her servers? How was it that people who sent her emails from secure locations and agencies within the United States government, how were there no alarm bells being alerted? How is that even possible? Well, you can ask Paul Combetta. He was transferring all 30,000 of her emails, the 30,000, not the deleted emails, the 30,000 emails she sent to the State Department. And the 30,000 emails she sent to the State Department contained special access program intelligence. So not only did Paul Combetta not have a security clearance, because he worked for Platte River, and Platte River didn't have anyone with security clearances, because guess what? They weren't part of the United States government. And they didn't even know that they were handling classified intelligence, which is why when they outsourced, because they were used for a cloud service, and then they outsourced they outsourced their project regarding Clinton to Dado Inc. So you had two firms outside of the United States government, in addition to servers outside of the United States government that Clinton owned and operated, in addition to the fact that she had an AT&T email account initially when she first became a Secretary of State in 2009. In addition to the fact that when she was at Chappaqua, she would dial up or log on to the internet through a local cable company, Optimum, a subsidiary of a major cable company in the New York area, in the city that she lived in. This is absurd. It's absolutely absurd. Again, it doesn't matter. She's still running again. And I just urge the people, if they happen to be watching this channel, sooner than later, don't be stupid. People have already, they're not going to be petrified anymore. Fine. I know the Clinton campaign, I know those people are like, we'll just wait. We don't want to we don't want to freak anyone out. We're just going to wait till Marianne Williamson wins again, the third debate, and we'll wait. We'll just wait. No, what's the point? Start now. Either have Madam Secretary go to the debate, or you can just join after the debate when there's no clear front runner at all and get the ball rolling, get the show on the road. You got to, start the fundraising. What are you waiting for? You waiting for Joe Biden to get any younger? That ain't happening. You waiting for Marianne Williamson's love goblins to start, jumping around on stage? It ain't going to happen. Bernie Sanders was cheated in 2016. You're cheating him now. Elizabeth Warren, nobody has any... The Democratic Party has they have as much interest in Elizabeth Warren becoming president as they did with Bernie Sanders, who they cheated. And Debbie Wasserman Schultz was forced to resign in disgrace. So get the ball rolling. Nothing to hide anymore. But Reddit stoned here, Paul Combetta and Justin Cooper and Brian Pagliano all have the intent that James Comey fabricated and said, well, she didn't mean to do it. Notice how nobody said, well, Trump didn't mean to work with Putin. He never did work with Putin. That's the difference. That's the difference between Trump and Clinton. Trump, they fabricated crimes. They said, oh, you worked and you bought Facebook ads and you had a scheme with the Russians to hack the DNC. When they talk about election interference, ladies and gentlemen, they're talking about allegedly another country informing them of their corrupt behavior. This is like, the propaganda is so transparent, it's so easy to decipher what they really mean. This is like, these are people who are scorned. These are miserable people who are scorned, who live on Twitter. And they want retribution, they want revenge, actually. Because with retribution, there's some kind of element of justice there. With Democrats, they just want revenge for losing after they cheated. And they'll stop at nothing because they have the media to back them up. So the official narrative is always, Loretta Lynch met with Bill Clinton to speak about golf, Brexit, and grandchildren. Clinton deleted yoga emails. The official narrative always is not only absurd, but always just happens to, let me get this, I'm with her, with everyone, always happens to bolster the Democratic Party talking points. Gee, that's bizarre. How does that happen? So, Paul Combetta, Reddit, so he asked Reddit, by the way, for help. Then there's literally in Platte River, there's a Clinton email cover-up. There's an actual email between employees that talks about the Clinton email cover-up. Okay? We're never going to stop talking about this, people. Never, ever, 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 until people get indicted, including Madam Secretary. When she loses, she will lose again in 2020. She is going to run, ladies and gentlemen. She is going to run. Now, whether it's August, September, October, November, December, or January, I'm adding January to the mix. I don't care when she runs. She's going to run. Because Democrats have nothing else. And they say, well, there's a deadline to file. Really? For Clinton? No. There are no rules, ladies and gentlemen. The Democratic Party is an extension of Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. First Bill, then Hillary. But, ladies and gentlemen, to cut a long story short, William Barr and John Durham, if they wanted to find intent with Clinton, they have intent with Clinton. If Lindsey Graham or anyone else investigating, well, first of all, Judicial Watch has the emails, one email where she actually states, despite the warnings from the intelligence community, I still use my Berry everywhere, BlackBerry. So that's a cybersecurity risk. She knew what she was doing. Clintons always know what they're doing. That's why the New York Times, cash flow to Clinton Foundation amid Russian uranium deal. Now, to Democrats, this is all conspiratorial. Of course, Clinton did nothing wrong. I mean, some people will go to their graves. Clinton did nothing wrong. Heaven forbid they'll go to their graves. She's a wonderful person, Clinton. She did nothing wrong. And they'll say the opposite. Well, Trump worked with Russia and he's tearing democracy apart. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. That's just Twitter. We have a great economy. We have a good foreign policy, much better than President Obama's economy or foreign policy. That's President Trump. He signed prison reform. Clinton's engaged in mass incarceration. Yeah, that's why nobody would ever debate me on the left, because I'd completely destroy and eviscerate them. Because I was on the left, and I know their Achilles heel. I know all that Obama deported more people than any other president. Obama drilled more. The greatest domestic oil and gas production in history took place under President Obama's administration. Climate change. Oh, my God. Give me your thoughts below. When you have somebody at Platte River forwarding all of a person's emails to a bizarre Gmail account that almost certainly was hacked by everyone, the whole planet, there's the intent there. The intent is to utilize third-party tech firms after you've had your servers for 4 years, and have this tech firm with Mr. Combetta, Reddit Stone Tier, share and pass all 30,000 emails, which included special access and top secret and special access program intelligence. Big problem. Huge problem. And then if they say, well, no, it wasn't that, it was the deleted emails. Okay. Seeing that there were 2,000 classified and then 22 top secret emails on the emails that she gave the State Department, what are the chances 1 or 2 or 3 or a lot more classified emails were found within Clinton's deleted emails? It's almost a certainty. And she didn't delete yoga emails. It's a bunch of nonsense. Give me your thoughts below. Reddit Stone Tier Paul Combetta can easily prove intent. And he's probably, he and Pagliano are probably the two most unhappy people on the planet. Give me your thoughts below. Check out H.A. Goodman's other channel today. I have some pretty powerful segments up today. Check that out. It's below in the pinned comment. Thank you.